Hey guys, I'm about to go see Bumblebee, and if you guys are keeping track, it's a Transformers movie. And the last few of the Transformers movies were not even worth the film that was printed on. But believe it or not, this movie's getting great reviews, and I'm really kind of excited to see it. Not only that, but here's something really special that's happening tonight, is my parents are going to see the Bumblebee movie with me. I don't understand that, but say hi, Dad. All right.
Hi, Scott.
There you go. And Mom's back there.
Oh, hi, Scotty.
Well, I mean, say hi to Scott's fans. Which,
oh, hi, Scott's fans.
Which, is pretty much, it's like Kevin. That's the only one that watches my videos. So, all right, in just the magic of movie editing, I'll be back in just a few seconds to let you know how great this movie is. I'll talk to you guys in just a few seconds. Bye.
Well, I liked it.
It's good, because I'm recording right now. Hey, I just got done watching the film, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to step out of the car, and I'm going to make a longer review, but I just want initial reactions from my parents. Dad, did you like the movie?
Yes.
That's something I didn't expect. Mom!
I loved it. It's so darn noisy, though.
It was noisy, and it's not your kind of movie, but
their special effects are great.
It was great, yeah. But what do you think about the little girl? I thought she did a great job.
She was tremendous.
Yeah. All right, so you guys would recommend watching this movie?
Absolutely.
All right. Again, let me go and take another pause. I'm gonna go ahead and step out of the car, and I'll go into my studio, which is my car, and then I'll give you guys my whole synopsis. But give me a minute here. Guys, now that we can talk amongst each other, and I just got done watching the movie, I want to go ahead and sing the praises of Bumblebee, the movie. First off, we're talking about a franchise that began way back when. I'm an old man, so I remember when the original cartoon came out in it came out my freshman year of high school, so it was 1984. When we first got to see the cartoon version of the Transformers, I think the toy was released in Japan first, and then it came out to America, and that was shortly before the cartoon actually came out. And that was after Marvel had actually got themselves involved in, or it was actually Hasbro that got Marvel involved, and they wanted a comic book to go ahead and push the popularity of this toy line out. And it got really popular for a while there, and then it fell out of graces. And then, what was it, like the early 2000s, Michael Bay got a hold of it and made some really bad movies. All right, so come up to 2018, the end, the Christmas season, where we have big pushes for these big movies that are coming out. And so far, all the movies that I've seen for the Christmas, again, I know I haven't posted, or maybe by this time when I'm talking to you and you see this video, I've already posted, but I already did a review for the Aquaman movie with another co-host, Kevin, and man, it was pretty mediocre. It was long and involved, and it was okay. At best, it was just simply okay. But this movie excelled. It excelled in a lot of different ways. I think this movie gives you a great example of how little we can see the character and how much we care about the character. If his character is done well, if a character is given to us well, we can really appreciate that character and get emotionally involved. And there's a lot of characters in this movie that only had a little screen time. Her family, her brother, her, I don't know whether he was a stepdad or just his mom's boyfriend, and her mom only got a little screen time, but they had their moments to shine. And when they shine, I think here's what I'm trying to get at. This is a point I'm trying to make, is there's a lot of movies out there that give us a lot of two-dimensional characters, and all these characters in this movie, even though the backdrop of this movie is a science fiction movie, and even though this backdrop of the movie is a Transformers movie, we have big transforming robots that transform not only to the cars, but flying vehicles as well. Even though we have that kind of outlandish plot, we still have characters that live in the real world. And that's the draw of this movie. I forget the girl's name. She was in True Grit. And she was kind of like one of those old souls, a young child that talks in an adult voice, even back then. And now she's a teenager, an older teenager, 18, 19 years old. She might even be 20. She was 18 in the movies. But she, there were even some lines in this movie that were kind of cheesy, and I could see them in the hands of somebody else not working at all or not as well. And she really sold it to me. She sold this part to me. And there was a lot of parts that got me, that made me not only well up with tears, but it kind of grabbed my soul. It made me care about her character, her situation, the characters she was involved with. Again, we had a lot of satellite characters. Her next door neighbor across the street who had a crush on her. He had his moments to shine in this movie, and he was a really good, supporting character. This movie was everything that we wanted in kind of like a summer blockbuster or a Christmas break movie. It had a lot of outlandish parts to it. Like I said, it had the Transformers backdrop, and it had like your action sequences to it. But it also had the moments where we actually got to get involved in the character and actually felt for the character. All right, so basically that's all I want to really say. Yes, it was a science fiction film, and it had a lot of action sequences to it, but it actually had the moments where it allowed itself to slow down and actually allow us to connect with that character and to feel emotions that I didn't expect from a stupid Transformers movie. It was a really fantastic movie. I think that would have been half the movie if it wasn't for the True Grit girl, which of course I'm again gonna in post show because I haven't committed her to memory, but I will now. She will definitely be on the list. I think she's got a lot of great things coming towards her. I think she's sowing the seed for a great career, and I think we'll see a lot of great things coming from this girl. But that's it. I really just want to convey the message that is definitely worth a viewing in the theater. I think a lot of people are touting Into the Spider-Verse as one of the best movies of the year. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't know if it's the best movie of the year, like they're saying about Spider-Verse, but again, I didn't feel that about Spider-Verse. But I will definitely say this. I think I enjoyed that movie as much as I did about with the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I enjoyed it as much. I'm going to give it a 95. If not I'm going to give it 100. I'm going to give it 100%. It was that enjoyable. I enjoyed it that much. There was no part of that movie that I didn't enjoy. There were a couple of lazy lines that were written for her character, but because of her performance, she really did sell it to me. So I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. I enjoyed that movie so much. I'm sorry, 100%. It is 100%. It's definitely worth a watch. It is definitely worth a watch in the theaters. If you haven't gone to see this movie yet, I know it's been out for a couple weeks. Please don't let it make it out of the theater before you see it. We need to support these movies so that more movies come out like this. We do not need the Michael Bay Transformers coming out. Now, I've heard rumored that they're actually trying to develop a Optimus Prime solo movie. I'd be all for it as long as it's of this caliber. If we go back to the Michael Bay crap, then no, I can do without it. But this movie was definitely worth it. So guys, go see it. Other than that, yeah, I keep on lying to you and saying that I don't know when I'm going to see you next, but I don't know when I'm going to see you next. There's not really a movie out there that I want to see. I do want to see Vice. I wouldn't mind seeing Vice, but I don't know if I'm going to make the time to actually see that in the theater. I might actually wait for that to come on streaming. But other than that, hey guys, there are a couple movies that are coming out that I'm kind of excited about. Oh, March is Captain Marvel. So at the very least, I'll see you for Captain Marvel. But anyways, again, I'm not excited about subscriptions. I don't need subscriptions, but I do need comments. So if you guys want to leave a comment on my video, I'd really appreciate it. Other than that, hey, that's it. I hope to see you guys in the near future. Again, I wish you guys peace. I want to wish you, or say to you, Montane, I'll see you guys later, and goodbye.